Hey there, my name is Gavin Lee. Sorry if this video is a little bit shaky. I'm doing it on my iPod because I don't have any other stuff to record video. I'm getting a new webcam soon. Um, but anyway, my name is Gavin and my handle on StarCraft is CajunMan. I have applied here before to the last academy. What has changed since the last application is I've gotten a lot better. I'm top 5 masters right now. And then I'm also Grandmasters and Heart of the Swarm. Got into that, so I get to play a lot of pros in that. Right now I'm also on a 2-month break, just over 2 months from work. I'm actually playing StarCraft full time. I play whenever I'm not doing anything else with my girlfriend. I'm playing StarCraft, so you can imagine how much time that is. I of course take breaks with other stuff like League of Legends or something, but I'm all StarCraft. I try and play as many games as possible, at least 30 to 40 a day if I can. Whether that's Heart of the Swarm or Wings of Liberty, and then I also watch a ton of StarCraft. If I'm not playing playing either of them, I'm watching StarCraft. So like I do StarCraft at least 14 hours a day probably. My thoughts on Heart of the Swarm. Well, actually, I forgot to mention something. I said I was on a break for 2 months, and that's because I was actually supposed to go to the Ministry of Windhouse, but due to flight stuff, I wasn't able to do that. Kind of a last-second thing that really sucked, but it's all right. I'm at home now, and my saved-up money went to a new computer, so I'm doing streaming now. So it worked out anyway, but I'm practicing full time, like I said. Anyway, what are my thoughts on Heart of the Swarm? I like Heart of the Swarm so far. The latest patch was pretty good. It helped out Zerg a lot because with the infestor nerfs we got screwed. That little not as much in Wings, but in Heart of the Swarm, that projectile thing blows. They said the thing was fast. It looks like he's spitting at you, like actually hawking a loogie and spitting. That's how long it takes for the fucking projectile to get there. Excuse my language. I'm very, very passionate about that. The Mutalisk change is pretty nice. I love the new speed and the new regen. It opens up a lot of changes. The Swarm Host, since I'm Zerg, I'm talking about all this. The Swarm Host, I'm less keen on. It's very after the mid game, or unless you're super late game and have a backup for it, it's really bad. And even then, the Protoss starts getting air and it's not very good, and it's expensive. Like I played a game the other day where I was like 4 base against the 2 base Protoss, and he just got his 3rd, and I wasted 2 armies of Swarm Hosts because he just kept killing them. I didn't know what to do. They would burrow, he'd kill one wave, and then he'd blink on top of them, and it's like, yay, they're all dead. I don't know about that. I'd much rather just go, Broodlord. There's no reason not to just go Broodlord. And then with the Infestor change, that before this last patch, Swarm Hosts are really good because you could go regular Infestor and Swarm Host, kind of like Broodlord Infestor. But now with the Infestor change, your fungals never hit them, and if they do, you hardly hit any, and your Infestor dies because they're so close range. Whatever. I'm raging right now, but other than that, I really like it. I love the Mutalisk. I love it. I'm still doing well in it, so I like it. And the new Ultralists are sick. So the other races I've tried out. The Mothership Core seems a little strong, but we'll see what happens with that. Everything else I like. Oh, and except for Widow Mines. I don't know why they keep buffing Mutas if they're just gonna have Widow Mines in the game, because they screw Mutas. One day they'll fix that. Anyway, next thing. What's my strongest matchup? Do you have a matchup you're currently struggling with? My strongest matchup has always been my ZVT from the time I was gold all the way till now. My PvZ, if I'm getting a lot of them, is pretty good. With the nerf of the Infestor, it's a lot harder because you have to hold. It's harder to hold off that the 3 base timing push before you get Broodlords or whatever. but I'm confident in both of them. I always have been. My my ZVZ is probably my weakest matchup. I wouldn't say I'm struggling at it. I at least have a 50% win rate on it, so I'm not really struggling. But if I had to pick one, that would be my lowest, and that is the one that has frustrated me in the past. Um, it's getting better, I'd say. Now with the infestor nerfs, especially the one in Heart of the Swarm, mutas are so much better, and that's what I prefer to play, mutaless. So it's getting better. How did I get in StarCraft 2? What drew you into it, and what has kept you playing? What got me into StarCraft 2 was StarCraft 1, obviously. I played ever since I was 11. My friend next door got me into it, and I played golems and RP games and diplomacy games. I played very few ladder games up until like right before StarCraft 2 came out, but that kept me interested. And then when StarCraft 2 was announced, I had it pre-ordered 2 years before it was supposed to come out at GameStop, and paid off. So I got it the night of. And then what has kept me playing? Kind of a little bit of everything. I loved competition the whole time. I'm a very competitive person. I was in wrestling before in high school for about 6 years. I love that. I love every kind of sport. I was a competitive Warhammer player. I went to tournaments all around the Southeast. So that kept me in it. And I love watching tournaments. And then halfway through last year is when I went to my first tournament. I went to MLG. It was MLG Columbus was my first one, and I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4 ever since. So my last one was the last Raleigh, and I'll be going to the next one coming up here in February, I believe it is. So yeah, that was what kept me playing competition, and just this year I've started getting serious. I've really enjoyed playing, and I've liked the way the direction the game is going. So I've decided to take myself seriously, and I started practicing really hardcore, probably in October. Worked my way up. I'm top 5 masters now. And like I said, grandmasters in Heart of the Swarm. And then I've taken the 2 months off now, so that's what's kept me playing, and hopefully this all will pay off. Now that I'm streaming, like, this gives me another reason to play more. I love streaming. Hopefully here I'll get some more viewers, and we'll start playing some more, or I'll start working my way through more replays and stuff. I opened up my YouTube so I could commentate and stuff like that for people who liked my stuff. So I've got that too. Let's see, what else? Have you thought about your New Year's resolution for the year? Yeah, it's to play StarCraft and be Grandmaster. I'm so close, and I've been so close before. This year in Wings of Liberty, I'm gonna make it before the new game. If you were considering out of the game, probably to get in shape. I just actually hurt my knee again. Because of wrestling, I've had two knee surgeries. And then today when I got out of bed and sat down at the computer, I hurt my knee again, so I'm hopping around my house. So my resolution is to get in shape. I mean, I'm not fat or anything, but my leg muscles are crap. Feel free to add anything else. My Twitter, twitter.com/CajunMan550. Facebook, I don't know, I just have a personal account for that one. I have to make one for my gamer one soon. Achievements, playing people in MLG is probably my biggest one. I played Hero 1 round. Oh, sorry, I kind of blocked that out. I played Hero 1 round. That didn't go too well, but I got to play him. I played Light Binsky, people like that, taking games off of them. Some of the best players, but I've never had a big run, but I have played some of the top players in the world. Ladder info, let's see, I guess that would be my account would be CajunMan, and then my number is 581. My stream is twitch.com/hfcajun. That sounds like everything. If I missed anything, I'm sorry. But I will be playing in the tournament as well. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. Thanks a lot.